Hello and welcome to 3CTV News Update. It's Tuesday the 5th of May and I'm Sam Francis. The three Tory MPs accused of using their expenses to pay for luxury home refurbishments have agreed to repay the claims. To further inform us, we are joined by 3CTV political journalist Alex Wald. Alex, thank you for joining us.
Thanks, Sam.
So Alex, tell me, why do these MPs get more money to spend on a second home?
Our MPs are paid in three different ways through the fee office in Parliament. This is in travel, a second homes allowance, and allowances for their office, such as if they have to have a secretary or if they have interns or for basic stationery. And what has happened with the three Tory MPs is through their second home allowance, they've been spending money on redoing their garden, buying a swimming pool. One had bought horse manure and redid their paddock for their horses. So that's what happened. And all this, like I said, has gone through the fee office in Parliament.
So tell me, why do these MPs need a second home?
Basically, our local MP, Julian Briceag, works in Canterbury. And during the beginning of the week, he needs to go to London to debate in Parliament on different issues. Towards the end of the week, for example, from Wednesday to Saturday, he'll be in Canterbury talking to local constituents. So that's why he needs a second home.
Cool. How did this information get to us? How did the information get to the media?
Through the Freedom of Information Act in Parliament, campaigners who disagreed with how much MPs were getting somehow got the report of how much the MPs were earning and sent that to the Daily Telegraph, which then published that in their newspapers, and then it expanded and all the news organisations got it.
And what are the government going to do about this?
Gordon Brown and the Speaker of the House are at the moment talking about how to control MPs with the amount of spending, but are mostly talking to the fee office to sort of set how much each MP should receive.
Alex Wald, thank you for joining us.
Thanks.
In other news, travelling in and around Canterbury is an ongoing problem for local residents. Our reporters Jamie Harris and Amie Parker-Williams were sent to the streets to investigate.
Park and Ride claims to be the cheapest, greenest and fastest way for car drivers and passengers to get into Canterbury.
At just £2.50 per car, you can get quick and simple access into Canterbury city centre. We've decided to put it to the test.
I'm going to drive into Canterbury by car.
And I'm going to take the bus at Story Road. Well, overall this journey is a lot more comfortable than sitting in a car because there's a lot of traffic right now. We're moving rather slowly, so it's pretty good really. The only problem is it's loud. I don't have the comfort of my own music, but for £2.50 for a day it's pretty good, I have to say.
So I've just got onto Story Road now, clear traffic, I'm in my own personal space. How can Jamie want to get a Park and Ride?
If now I'll call up Amie and find out what she has to say.
Hello?
Hi, how's your journey going?
Yeah, it's going fine. We've got no traffic, can see the skies.
Well, the thing is I have the convenience of a bus lane unlike you, so I'm probably going to get there before you.
I'll beat you. Good luck.
Park and Ride took 12 minutes, whereas a car took 19 minutes.
There are 3 Park and Ride sites at Wincheap, New Dover Road and Story Road. Proposals to build a full Park and Ride at Fennington Recreation Ground were put forward by the council, but following an independent report, the plans were deemed not suitable.
At the Fennington site, that has now been, the plans for that have been discontinued.
The cars are safe, they've got somebody there, you've got nice clean toilet facilities on each one.
Canterbury City Council recognise the parking problems and continue to do their best to aid the situation, with free Park and Ride days and proposals to freeze parking charges for local businesses struggling under the current economic downturn. Jamie Harris and Amie Parker-Williams reporting for 3CTV.
That's all from me. We now cross over to our entertainment correspondent, Jim Harding.
Cheers, Sam. Here's your 60-second entertainment update. In music this week, Green Day are releasing their brand new album, 21st Century Breakdown, on Friday. The album is a little more mainstream than previous ones, but for those of you interested in having a listen before it's out, the people at We7 are streaming it on their website until it hits the shelves. Now the latest from the film industry. The new Star Trek instalment is going strong in the box office, having already grossed $79 million worldwide. Next week we will see the release of Angels and Demons, Tom Hanks' new movie based on the character from The Da Vinci Code. Another upcoming movie to look forward to is Terminator Salvation, starring Christian Bale. It's the third sequel to the 1984 mega hit. Showbiz now, celebrity couple Peter Andre and Jordan have split after 4 years of marriage. Jordan says the only reason for breaking up would be cheating. Peter Andre has yet to comment. The biggest sports story at Newcastle United climbed out of the relegation zone in the Premier League after battling to a 3-1 win over Middlesbrough at St James's Park last night. Substitutes Obafemi Martins and Peter Lovenkrantz both scored, and they came on when the score was tied at 1-1. Manchester United could go a huge step closer to the title this week. They play Wigan on Wednesday. That game is being shown on Sky Sports at 8 p.m. That's all from this week's sport and entertainment news. Back to Sam in the studio.
Thanks, Jim. And that's about all we've got time for today. Thank you for joining us, and we'll see you at the same time tomorrow. Good night.